You've worked with some of the biggest names in the music biz, but what do you think is the core of your sound?
Honesty, honest. I feel like a lot of my songs through line have an honest, like, just an honesty that doesn't necessarily get its proper shine in the mainstream from just different people. But I think that's my favorite thing. It's just all the songs I've been a part of are extremely honest.
Someone who's never heard of Ant Clemons, they probably have heard your music without even knowing it. How would you describe it in a way where they will now be able to recognize it?
Um, a familiar sound with a fresh new take on it. Like I have hints of just all my influences and all my different sounds, and I like to take what they did and kind of press it a little forward. So if you love Michael Jackson, if you love Frank Ocean, James Fauntleroy, if you love Stevie Wonder, if you love Kanye West, if you love all these amazing sounds that these people were able to bring to the world, you like Ant Clemens.
Absolutely. Your sound is funny. When I was writing this out, I was like, Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting a lot. So I love that you
Yes, sir.
that you actually said that. And you have the transparency, the honesty of a Tori Kelly.
That is amazing to hear. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I saw her in concert. She was amazing.
She is one of the best voices we have.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I see a lot of that like transparency within your work that
Wow,
she
thank
gives
you.
as well. How would you describe your signature? I think that as a writer, I always make sure that a little bit of me is etched in there in everything that I write. How do you put your little etching in those songs that you compose?
That's a good question. If I'm working with somebody, I try not to like impose a signature because it's like I feel like my job is to help you tell your story. But for myself, I guess my signature is just how I'm feeling at the moment. I don't necessarily feel like I have a thing I do in every one of the songs, but it's like it depends on what character I'm playing for the role of the song that I'm singing at the time. I like to think of songs as like movies, so it's like what's the scene calling for me to be in this moment as I attack this perspective for the song.
Okay, that's a great angle. So, can you walk us through that process? When you hear a song, a chorus may be repeating, how do you process that songwriting?
Is everyone is different. Every song is different. Recently, it's been watching TV shows and just being influenced by amazing conversations, and then approaching the song like if an instrumental's going. I'm concept first, so
Okay.
I'm always what are we talking about? Like the why is the most important part of the song for me, but it's also the most important part of life. It feels like, and the why was the thing that like I felt like was missing in a lot of the songs I was listening to just every day. And I was like, how can I be different? Oh, I can make sure that all the songs that I have a why in it. And it's a clear why so that people can attach their whys to my why. And I feel like I said a whole bunch of words just to say, I love songs with meaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a song, you can hear it, but somehow you're having like a blockage. How do you get over that block to
Take a step
have that
away.
song?
Take a step, take a beat. Like I used to have songwriter's block, and I know everybody's going through writer's block. My friend Rance from 1500 and Nothing has an amazing quote about writer's block. He's like, writer's block means you lying. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, that's fire. That's a cool perspective. So like, if I feel like I'm making up too much in fantasy land, it's like take a step back and what is the honest truth in this moment and tell that.
We have as a poet, our professor said it's important to read every day and write every day.
Yes.
Is there ever a period or time where you were writing a song a day?
I have not stopped writing a song a day since I started. Like there are days I miss because just life, but it's one of my favorite things to do. So when I figured I was able to do it, I was like, I'm never not going to write. Like, write on a train, on a plane, in a car. I just love writing. So, and there's so many tools right now. Like BandLab is an incredible app that you can record right on your phone, and there's really no excuse. Like before, there was like different obstacles to get you from doing the thing you wanted to do. lack of money, lack of resources, but if you got a phone, you can record.
I love
And
it.
It's incredible.
Nice. I believe that music is meant to be explored and enjoyed. You have dabbled in R&B, you have rap, hip hop, gospel, all these genres you've went through and did really well in
Thank
them. Is there a sound or style that you haven't explored yet that you're waiting to try?
I have some records that are getting ready to come out this year that are in a different genre that I don't want to really like give away, but
You don't want to give us a taste?
I'll tell you it's with a major R&B artist that is also switching her genre, and like it's exciting to see. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll give you.
Okay, you know what I instantly think of when you say that
What do
is
you
Move
think?
Forever.
I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs I've been a part of.
Absolutely. Okay, yes, you did really well, and that is by an artist who recently moved her genre.
She is one of my favorite artists of all time, and I
Absolutely.
love everybody a part of that team and that camp, and I'm just honored to be a name mentioned somewhere in a lineage with Beyonce. Like, I can't believe it.
Absolutely. Nice. Who are your biggest musical influences?
Outside of Beyonce, and
Right,
Michael
right.
Jackson, Michael Jackson, James Fauntleroy, Ye, Ty Dolla Sign, Stevie Wonder. We could do this all day long. It depends on, it honestly depends on which era of me you ask. Because it's like, from a little kid, I was introduced to like Radio Disney and all the Disney musicals, and I'm a huge musical kid, so I love like Wicked is one of my favorite things now. The Michael Jackson musical is phenomenal. Like, it's so worth going to see. But yeah, I'm honestly influenced by all the songs I grew up listening to as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about songwriting a good bit, but I didn't ask you, do you remember your first song that you wrote?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It was a rap, and it was it was horrible. But the first actual song I wrote was cool. It was with my sisters. It was just like my little sisters and I, and my cousin H.E.R. We all used to, and my cousin Kyla, we used to put on shows as like kids. So just that was my first experience of like writing a song. It's like, oh, it needs to have this part where we all sing together, which is like the chorus, and it needs to have like a verse. So
Around how old were you?
we were young, like 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was real young as a toddler.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit older
Yeah,
than
we
toddler.
like kids. We
But
was kids, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're writing those songs, and you also have the discipline to continue writing every day.
Yeah.
Or nearly every day.
Yeah.
At what point in your songwriting journey and writing as an artist did you feel, hey, I can do this? I got
It's
this.
an everyday thing. Some days I feel like I got it. Some days I feel like it's like I should go back to Red Lobster and figure it out. Like it's. I'd be lying to you if I told you that every day I'm like, oh, I know I got it. But I trust that God's placed me in a position that I'm able to be who He wants me to be at all times. So it's like, as long as I can do that, then I feel like I got it.
I love how you mentioned Red Lobster.
Absolutely.
So I worked through,
Hey,
through
okay.
Red Lobster during my college.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to get through.
Yep, them endless shrimp days and all that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
let me tell you.
Oh yeah. You know, I remember the music that was playing. I remember the smells. I remember the managers.
Yes.
Like, it's so vivid to me. Red Lobster was the first place as a college kid that gave me a first start. I know this is not exactly what we were talking about, but
Yeah.
do you remember like going into there, applying, and how it felt to just have
All
that
my boys were
chance?
there, and I was like, I want to be where my friends are at. And my friends were there, and all my friends that did music just so happened to be there too. And I was like, yo, we can go here. We can work in the studio afterwards. We can just figure it out. And all of the people that were at that Red Lobster to this day, I'm still cool with. Like, not just my homies that I got the job with, but like the managers, the team. There's some regulars that used to be there that I see on Facebook or see on Instagram. And it's just, I love the community that was built at Red Lobster.
At Red Lobster.
Yeah.
When I graduated, I would still come back,
Mm-hmm.
having worked in a year, and they would like pick up shifts.
Yes.
Just because I was in town. So
Yeah.
they feel like it definitely was a family for you.
Absolutely.
Listen,
best.
all right, Red
Yeah,
Lobster.
come on, Red Lobster fan. We yeah.
I love it. So going from working, having that community-based type of occupation, how did it feel? Or a better question, what was the mind shift that you had to take from working at the chain restaurant to now working in the music industry?
It was really just getting my mom, like, my mom's blessing. And she was like, hey, you're taking my little rent money and going to LA anyway, so like you should just go out there and do it and try to like make it happen. And she's like, I'll take care of you for a year as much as I can financially, and then if you can't make it happen, you gotta come back home and figure something else out. And just the belief from both of my parents just instilled in me as a kid, but from that push from my mom in 2017, I just never looked back. So I had a parent that helped me take a leap of faith, and I was able to actually do it.
So the finance piece was a thing.
Absolutely.
And the other, you had like support
Yes.
from like your mom. Was there anything else you would wish that you had during that time?
I could say I wish I had money, or I wish I had like different opportunities to get me to where I am now. But I feel like I wouldn't be here without every single thing that I had to go through. I had to go through riding a bus to get to Red Lobster, to walk home, just to realize the value of money, time, and organization. Because it's like, I want to do this. So I know in my head I have to get a job to do this. But it's like, no, I need to position myself to allow the Lord to use whoever he needs to get me to where he wants me to go. So like, that was really the mindset shift, excuse me. And it was like, as opposed to going to work to then work for myself, I was like, Lord, provide enough opportunities or things for me to never have to feel like I'm working for someone else, even while I'm working with other people. And yeah, when that shift happened, paired with him talking to my mom and like allowing her to bless me and like move in different ways I can't even put into words right now, it's all the Lord, for real.
I love that sense of I appreciate, I'm grateful.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord. I appreciate that. Oh my God. I talk to so many artists, and that's one of the things that I find centered, that we all seem to have this level of gratefulness.
Yes.
It's great to see that in you as well. Speaking of artists, you've written for so many. Is there someone on the up and coming that we should put on our radar?
Up and coming, you should put on your radar. Sabrina Carpenter's album is incredible, but like, she has a songwriter that like writes on all her songs. Her name is Amy Allen, and Amy Allen's project is phenomenal. Like, it's like, her songwriting is just incredible, and I'm just a super huge fan of like great storytelling. So Amy Allen.
Anyone else?
Just Amy for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do a quick rapid fires.
All right.
You got 20 or 30? 20. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right, quick rapid fire
Let's
then.
get it.
All right. You ready? All right. Favorite color and why?
Red, because.
Okay.
I have so many reasons, but it's like rapid fire, I ain't got enough time. Yeah.
Favorite city? Quickly, why?
LA. A lot of my dreams came true here.
What's your favorite song when you wake up? What's the first song you play when you wake up?
We Must Pray, J. Moss.
Your life as a soundtrack. What songs are in it? Top 5.
Human Nature, Take Me There, the Rugrats song. All Mine, the Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign song I did. Jackson 5, ABC, and Beyonce's Me, Myself, and I.
Excellent. Dream collaboration. Who's with?
Jay-Z.
What is your guilty pleasure song?
Fat, Juicy, and Wet.
Create a supergroup with you and 2 other artists.
James Fauntleroy and John Bellion.
Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Trust God.
That was a great interview. How do you feel?
Incredible. I'm just happy to be here for real. This was incredible.
Thank you.
And I hate to have to dash so fast and everything.
No, but you did really well. Thank you so much for being open. Thank you for being transparent and giving us some really good.
Thank you, my brother. Come on.
Absolutely.